Okay, so I need to do another double upload this week. This time because I already foresee the "why isn't this video about the Nintendo Direct" comments, so you know what? You get 2 videos from me this week. Again, it's fine. I don't need sleep. Anyway, the Smash Bros. Direct was about what I expected as far as the balance and announcements go. We got a few character reveals in the form of 2 newcomers, Simon Belmont and King K Rool, as well as 3 Echo Fighters, Richter Belmont, Dark Samus, and Chrom. There's a few things that stood out to me most about these character reveals. There's a lot of Castlevania love being dumped in the Smash with over 30 new songs, a new stage with the Dracula boss, and the aforementioned characters. I've never been huge on the series or anything, but it's an undeniably iconic franchise, so I can't fault them for adding so much. A lot of gamers hate Konami, but they seem to be very supportive of Smash, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that support bleed more into the Switch library as a whole, so maybe they're not all bad, maybe. Sakurai and his team seem to be, in my opinion, making all of the right moves when it comes to the inclusion of the Echo Fighters, from the characters they choose to give the distinction down to their implementation in the character select screen. A lot of these decisions are lining up perfectly with what me and Logan have been asking them to do in our past Smash Bros videos. The one decision I'm not completely on board with is the one that Sakurai revealed towards the end of the character section. Nintendo will be revealing all of the characters prior to the game's launch. I'm kind of bummed by that, but I'll save why for a bit later in the video when I sum up my overall thoughts. Next, Sakurai detailed the stages. We already saw the new Castlevania stage that I mentioned earlier. We saw the new Donk City stage in action. We heard about the changes they're making to returning stages, as well as the focus on maximizing nostalgia for the OG 64 ones. We learned that there are 100 unique stages in the game, and that number balloons up quite a bit to a grand total that exceeds 300 stages when including all alternate forms of each stage, thanks to Omega forms and Battlefield forms, all of which are unlocked and can be played with or without stage hazards from the moment you start the game. They also introduced a new option that allows you to play matches on a selection of 2 rotating stages, something I can't personally see myself using, but for those that want it, sure, why not? Along these lines of things they mentioned that I didn't personally care about is the return of the My Music feature and the amount of songs included in the game. I'm not huge on game music, not on the level of fine-tuning what I hear and how often, so this feature will largely go unused by me. Rules have been revamped so that when you begin a match, you will be prompted to select a rule set first. These preferences will be saved as the default for whenever you boot up Smash, which is a very welcome addition for me. There's another nice touch in there being that the default game type has been changed to stock instead of time. They also added stamina to the main Smash modes. They rearranged the order in which you select characters and stages so characters can be chosen based on the stage. All Little Mac mains can now rejoice. Sudden death was changed, now having the camera and blast zone close in on the fight as it goes on. They implemented an option for a final smash meter that when charged releases a weakened final smash. No more than 1 final smash can be activated even with this toggled on. Beyond these changes to the main modes we already had in the series, we also got some new ones. The most interesting of which for me, as well as the first of the ones they detailed, was Squad Strike, a 5v5 or 3v3 Tekken Tag Sans tagging style mode. Something I think is perfect for a game all about the cast of iconic fighters. I'm personally forever cursed to never know which one fighter I want to use in Smash Brothers games, so this mode will be in my session rotation quite a bit. Tourney mode will be returning, a mode I guarantee will be put to use quite often in this community, so if you want to join in, consider subscribing and maybe following me on Twitter to find out when and how to join in on that fun. Another new mode called Smashdown is being introduced that's similar to how Nintendo handled the Smash Ultimate Invitational. Once a character is used in a match, that character can't be selected again until the characters have all been exhausted. Sakurai also pointed out that players can take fighters they know their opponent is good with if they're quick enough, which is a good reason to use the new training mode features they talked about that will help players better understand how fighters work on a very deep level. They added in launch trajectory and even made pixel counting a breeze. Classic mode isn't trash anymore, I mean classic mode has been reverted back to its classic format. Next, they talked about a bunch of items that I'll probably only see 10% of the time with this game, but I'm happy they're there for those that enjoy them and for those moments when I want to get a group together for some pure nonsense. But none of that matters. The worst thing about this segment was the soul-crushing revelation that Shovel Knight has been reduced to being an assist trophy. This is a disservice to humanity and a blemish on Smash Bros. History. I say we all riot and start petitions that are guaranteed to do absolutely nothing. I'm joking, for those of you that couldn't tell. But anyway, the last thing they really focused on was the menus, which honestly look terrible. But in those menus, there's a blurred out mode. Place your bets in the comments. What do you think it is? I think it's Subspace Emissary. All in all, I love pretty much everything about this direct. Almost. There's one thing that I can't shake. One thing that has bothered me since the game was officially revealed at this year's E3. I want to make it clear that I am super excited for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, if it wasn't clear already. I have made several videos gushing about this game, but with that said, I haven't been super pleased with the rollout of it. I want to be clear that I don't fault Nintendo, and I especially don't fault Sakurai with this problem. With problem being in the mildest sense of the term, emphasis on the tiny violin level of problem this is. I know that it's a product of the times, everything leaks. Nintendo and Mr. Sakurai still want to keep the surprises alive and well. That much has been made clear. Sakurai has even gone so far as to unabashedly send shots at people that leak info on these games. Sakurai clearly cares a whole lot about making us happy, but I can't help but to feel kind of bummed when thinking that despite all the sick character reveals we get, none of them are the same as that moment when you play a Smash Bros game for that first binge session to unlock characters with friends and you see that one character you never would have guessed. I still will never forget that moment when I saw the new Challenger Approaches screen from Mewtwo in the Melee days. Ultimate would have been perfect for it. Imagine if we had no clue about any character beyond a few newcomers in the original roster. Imagine discovering in game that every character returned. Would you not be stoked? I know I would be. I mean, come on. They set themselves up for a cool mystery box to be unraveled in game. I'd be so excited to start with this classic roster and progressively learn that there's so much more. That would have been dope. Now it'll feel like a bit of a mad dash to get the characters I know are in the game and just want to use immediately. But with that said, I still think they had a great direct. I just think the frequency of announcements is a bit oddly paced and at times too revealing. But those are my thoughts. What do you think about this Smash Ultimate Direct? Find any new potential mains? What was your favorite part? Let me know that and more in the comments down below. While you do that, if you enjoyed this, why not click the like button and share it with a friend who can't get enough of Smash Ultimate? But most importantly, above all else, subscribe and ring the bell for more videos like this every Tuesday and Thursday. Yes, there will be a Thursday video this week at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, that's it for me. See you tomorrow.